Peace, peace. This is Anpu with another video on Question Everything. Now, this right here will be part two to question everything on hypnosis. Like I told you before, I've been listening to the audio book of Journey of the Souls by Michael Newton. So this is where a lot of this information comes from, as well as my own experiences and other articles and informations and lectures and and other books that I have read. So basically, this book, is about uh, Michael Newton just putting people through hypnosis, and these subjects are speaking about what happens to them after they transcend or pass away or move into the higher realms or go to heaven, whatever you want to call it, another dimension. So he's basically having these subjects speaking on their experiences under hypnosis about what they see, what they've learned, and just give you a clear picture to what's to happen when it's your time to cross over. Okay, hypnosis is tapping into the subconscious mind, and like I said, your mind is like a memory bank. It's like a library. So you have all these past lives, within coded within your DNA, and it's so much information. And we kind of like question that because it's like, how come we don't remember these things? And there's a purpose behind that. There's a purpose that taps into the consciousness as well as the ego, because it's basically about your mission here. You're on this experience as a human, because you're not a human being. Okay, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience to gain knowledge, to gain this experience. We are part of the creator that is expressing many aspects of life, so that's how I see it. And yeah, it's really deep. It's a real deep subject, hypnosis, and I've been studying it for a while. And no, I'm not a hypnotist, and no, I never have hypnotized anybody. But like I said, going through hypnosis can help a lot in many ways. If you're suffering from depression, anxiety, it could be certain pains that you're going through, mental issues, phobias. It's so many areas that I could touch on when dealing with the benefits of hypnosis. So, this book is very, very interesting. I'm trying not to make this video too long. Um, so one thing I could say is, everybody knows Mike Tyson, right? Mike Tyson is this famous boxer. He's just amazing, amazing icon in this human matrix, right? He stands out amongst a lot of people. And now when you see Mike Tyson, he's like a very conscious dude. He always speaks about doing a toad and tapping into psychedelics and tapping into higher realms and spirituality. That's another video. I don't want to get too deep on psychedelics. But during his Joe Rogan interview, he spoke to Joe Rogan that Customato, which was his first trainer, his major trainer that, helped him become champion of the world, he said that he was a hypnotist. And he used to hypnotize Mike Tyson to become this brutal, aggressive, feared champion. So this can tell you how the mind can be programmed just like a computer. And this is why it taps in, this is why this hypnosis subject is so deep. All right. So yes, he said he used to take him to, he's also, Customato also was a hypnotist, but he also used to take him to a specialist hypnotist and put him under hypnosis, and just feed his ego with he program him. And yeah, it's pretty deep, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other celebrities out there or iconic figures in human history that went under hypnosis. It's probably why they successful the way they are. And so basically, when Michael Newton speak about these subjects going into hypnosis, one of the questions were gender. We have male and female. So they ask about when you get into these higher realms, how does this works? And basically, you can, you have masculine energy and you have feminine energy, and you can come back as any gender you want to fulfill your purpose, right? So everyone has, the book explains that everyone has a spiritual guide. Now, this spiritual guide is like your teacher. In this physical world that we in right now is nothing but a big school, right? We're here to learn, right? And right now it's a big shift that's going on. So it's a lot of things that's going on, and it's a purpose. Everything has its purpose, right? So gender, like say if you want to come as a male, if you want to come as a female, you can do that, okay? And then when you're in the higher realms, you can take the form of any of these, energies, but some energies are more masculine and some energies are more feminine. And this is how you get the agenda of homosexuality, you know, being bisexual, you know, because you have this this feminine energy harnessing a masculine body, and then you say, hey man, that person seems, he goes that way. And then vice versa, you'll have a masculine energy entering a female's vehicle or physical body, and that's how you get that situation. And yeah, and basically it's all about energy and duality. And also the book also speaks about reincarnation. And like reincarnation is like I said, it's like graduating through school. So once you gain all the experience that you lived through this lifetime, you cross over and you go into the higher realms, and you in the book always say that you are immediately greeted by your spiritual guide, because the experience could be very dramatic, and you need someone there to be there for you. And yeah, so you go through these lessons, and sometimes you need to pass more tests and gain more knowledge to move up to the higher realms, so you'll be looped back into a reincarnation cycle, and you'll be brought right back here. Okay, this is why I always say that karma, you got to deal with your karma. So every life experience, you want to try to make it your best, because you'll be brought right back here to fix that karma. One example they gave, a man used to beat his wife, and he used to beat her, beat her, and beat her. And so when he passed away, when he crossed over, he realized, because you get all your memory back once you cross over. And then once he realized what he did, he needed to fulfill that karma. So he came back as a female in an abusive relationship to see how that felt, so he could get that lesson learned. So be careful what you do during these times. Don't live life as just, this is not real, and you could just do what you want and don't expect the consequences behind it. Okay, so it also, the book spoke about memories. So basically, you made an agreement with your higher self, you made an agreement with your spiritual guide to come here as this test. So one of the processes of coming back here, all your memories of your past lifetimes will be wiped out. And this taps into the ego. Your ego kind of prevents you from tapping into your past lives. So it's like having a cheat code, right? So you don't want, you're not going to get your memory, all right? So you can go through this on a blank slate and see if you can fulfill whatever mission, whatever goal you're trying to reach higher ascension. In your new life, you always want to take seriously. Like I said, every life is another lesson, and it's something which you could gain to move up to the higher realms. And returning to the spiritual realm, you also have those personalities that you have in this physical world. You kind of take those with you, as well as the pain. And they also speak about you being taken to this place where you will be healed with light. because sometimes people go through a lot of pain through these experiences. These experiences can be very traumatic. And also, they also speak about how we are all one. We are all connected somehow. And we are all, it's like we are like stars in clusters. Like we all have like groups and like stars of clusters. It's like a special group that you belong to. Also, they speak about like I said, the pain that you can go through. There's a lot of pain that you could take over to the other realms as well, and that has to be worked out. And also the book speaks about these elders. They speak about these higher beings, these elders. And also when you read the Emerald Tablets also speaks about these elders. Now you gotta check the Emerald Tablets out. And it also speaks about places like a temple. And I had this experience when I astral traveled. It was like a temple, a big temple. And some people have the ability to reach these levels and experience this while they're here in this physical world, And I'm one of those beings that experienced it. And also when you're being taught lessons or see your past life, it's nothing speech, it's nothing verbal. Everything is like a movie. It's like a projection screen, and everything is like pictures. It's like, it's symbols, just like the hieroglyphics in ancient Egyptian walls. It's like symbols, pictures, and that's how they gain communication. And yeah, and also this book explains about, depending on what level you on, your energy gives off a certain light. So light codes is very deep as well. I just wanted to just get straight into it and explain what this book is explaining. And these are questions that a lot of people want to know. What happens when you enter these realms? And then, like I said, it's very deep. And it's amazing, what the mind and the body can do. And the subject of hypnosis is very deep. Very deep. Also, I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers. I think her name is iShare, and she kind of put me on to someone named Jamie Dawson. And Jamie Dawson is also like me. She astral travels, and she does videos on her astral traveling experiences. And for those that are subscribed to me, please subscribe to her. And when you listen to her experiences and you listen to my astral traveling experiences, it's very similar. We and her have so much in common, which is crazy. But I'm not surprised, because I know I'm not the only one that's out there having these experiences. But to hear her stories is kind of like, it kind of helps me, and it makes me feel great. And I know there's others out there. So I definitely want to give a special shout out to Jamie. She's an amazing person. You could just feel her energy through her videos, and she has amazing experiences. You got to check her out. Also, another subscriber, I think his name is kind of reached out to me and asked me about Seth Speaks. And that's another a great book. I did read that book, and shout out to you as well. And thank you for watching. And yes, because of that subscriber, I end up going back to that book of Seth Speaks. And it's basically the same thing. This woman, she goes in, Jane Roberts, she goes into a trance, and an entity from the higher realms take over her physical body, and she's able to put out information about the higher realms. And I did the comparison, because now I'm going back to that book of Seth Speaks, and then when you read the book or listen to the audio book like I did, Journey of the Souls by Michael Newton, it's very similar. It's so similar, and it kind of gives you an outlook on what to expect when you transcend to the next level or when you pass away. And like I said, there's no such thing as death. There's no such thing as death. All right? You are an eternal being. You are very special. And yes, these experiences sometimes could be very harsh, and it could be, very beautiful at the same time. So every experience is different. And I think we all go through these certain experiences due to what our purposes are here for. What are we here to gain, and what are we here to learn? And everybody's, mission is different. But at the same time, we are all one collective consciousness. And, we're one big family at the end of the day. One big conscious family. And yeah, it's a real deep subject to get into. I had to do a part 2. I know I've been saying it, but it's been so much going on, and I finally got the time to do it. So, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for those who subscribing. Like I said, subscribe to Jamie's channel. Amazing person. People that are subscribed to me, and there's other people that y'all listen to that have the same experiences. Please send them to me, because I'm very open into listening to other people's experiences and comparing them to mine. Because when I listen to other people's videos, I kind of learn as well. Like I have learned a lot of things from Jamie's experiences. That's kind of helping me out. So, hey, each one teach one, right? I'm gonna end this video right here. Like I said, I want to make it too long, and I just wanted to get like straight into the information, straight and forward. But like I said, thanks for watching. This is Astral Travel. No, I'm sorry. This is Question Everything, number 27, Hypnosis. Thank you for watching. I want to say peace and hotep. Peace.